All right, we are going to work on math. The first thing I'm going to do is get the homework on the board, which is going to be lesson 53 on page 105 and 106. So 1, we're going to do all of it, which are multiplication. 2, A and B. Which there are just A and B anyways. 3, B. All of 5. Which we're going to do together. We'll do that in class. It's a problem, word problem. Yeah, what about 4? 5 we're going to do in class. 4 is A. Six you'll do, which is just one problem. 7 is C. 8 is B. And then we will do the brain booster in class. So make sure you also write this in your planner. So 1, all of it, which is a multiplication facts. 2 is A and B. Sam, you need to focus what I'm telling you to do. You circle what I'm doing. So 1, then you go and you circle A and B for 2. 1, you're going to do all of it. 3, you're going to circle B. 4, you're going to circle A. You're going to do all of 6, which is just one problem. Follow the signs. 7, you are going to do C. Circle C. And for 8, you're going to circle B. All right? Yes, Jonathan.
So we're not going to do 9?
You can as a review. We've done that many times, but if you want to do it, that's fine. It is a review. You've done it many times, but yes, you can do 9. We're going to do the brain booster together. So let's work on 5 right now in class. Is everybody still writing down, or do we have everything done? So open your page to page 105, page 5. It is a story problem. Let us work on that together. Solve the story problem. Read along with me. Mrs. Smith bought 6 boxes, meaning you don't have to read it out loud, just read it along with me. Of Play-Doh. There are 4 containers in each box. How many containers of Play-Doh did she buy? Meaning how many all together? 6 boxes of Play-Doh. There are 4 in each box. How many containers of Play-Doh did she buy? What kind of problem is this? Multiplication, addition, subtraction, division? Cool.
Multiplication.
Yes, very good. So it is going to sound like what? What is the problem? Winsheen. Yes, equals. Very good. So 24 containers. And then in your workspace, you are going to write 6 times 4. So let's do 9. How do you find the perimeter? What do you have to do with all of those numbers outside of that figure? Yes, Jeremiah.
What lesson are we on?
53. This is your homework. That's why you need to not go to the bathroom during math class. So, there's your homework up here. We just did 5 together. So what do we do to find the perimeter? What do we do with all these numbers around this geometric shape? And what is this geometric shape? Who can tell me? 9 on page 106. Owen. I know, but what is the shape? Owen. So how did you said, what was the perimeter? How many feet? How did you come to that number? What did you do to the numbers around? Yes. So remember, you add the shapes around the figure, or the shape. All right, so the brain booster is here I won't write it down yet. So why don't you all start working on that? And let's see, when Tyson gets his homework down, I will erase the whiteboard. Actually, I can do it over here. Here's the homework, Jennifer. Lesson 55. Oh, there you go, that's a good idea. We did 5 together and 9 together, and now we're going to work on the brain booster. This is more challenging than what we have done. So you have a series of answers. What do you think NH means? Olivia? Yes. So, who would like to come to the whiteboard and see if they can tackle this monster of a division problem? Owen, your hand was up first. So make sure you have your marker ready, that if you want to do a problem, you can do so.
Is it a long division?
It is. So with that said, what do you have to keep doing? You have to keep taking the numbers what? Down. So start, there you go. Start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. Here you go. So what number are you going to take down next?
4.
Yes. How many times does 2 go in 4? Good. Now make sure, like all of our numbers, positioning the numbers correctly. So make sure the 2 is above the 4, and the next number is above the 6. There you go. Very good. How many times does, good job. Now you got to take what down? Good. Wow, beautiful, beautiful job. Do you all see what he did and how he did it? Perfectly done, well done. So, started with 2. How many times does 2 go into 2? 2 goes into 2 times? 1. So 2 takes the 2 down, subtracts it, 0. Takes the 4 down. How many times does 2 go into 4? How many times does 2 go into 4, friends? 2. Thank you. 4 down, subtract 4, and take the 6 down. How many times does 2 go into 6? 3. So we put the 3 up here, subtract the 6, take the 8 down. How many times does 2 go into 8? 4. Takes the 8, subtract the 8, 0. That is your problem. So every time you take a number down, that is the number you're going to be dividing. Take the 6 down, and you take the 8 down. If it helps you to write the arrows, do so. It is very important to line, just like the positioning of all of our numbers, make sure you position them above the number you're dealing with. That helps you keep track of where you're at. Do you see how that helps? So make sure you line them up. What is the number that we have come, that is the answer? Do you see that on the little answering area with the bubbles? Which one are you going to, is it not here? 1,234, 1,324, 2,432, which is our answer. It's right on the board. What is our answer that you're going to fill in the little dot? Everyone's hand should be up. What is the answer to the problem? Say it out loud, please. 1,234. Very good. So that is the largest division problem that we have done so far. Good job, Owen. Excellent job. All right, now, can I erase this? Are you all done? Are you sure? Jeremiah, did you write this down? Okay, you got, okay. If you want to take a minute while I get the projector on to make sure you also have this in your planner, do so now. Get out your planners and write this down. Just a suggestion. All right, now, you got everything in the planner, Sam?
Yep.
All right. Any questions? Grayson? Yes.
That seems on again.
Oh, thank you. They love to do that. Why, I don't know. Thank you for catching that. Uh-oh. It's Monday, friends.
It works. It's turning.
Is it, I know, but there's a message that something is not.
No,
Not
no.
mess with my stuff. There we go. Yes. Okay, we got it. Mondays are always a little scary. All right. And I did discern that I'm going to put my friends over here. Sorry, I'm trying to get the best view since Jack is not here. As good as it's going to get. All right, friends, we are going to do in class, you're going to turn to the next lesson, lesson 54. So I wanted to go over some of this with the projector and then some of it on the whiteboard. So I'm going to start with the projector first. All right. And here we go. Scroll, 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 scroll. Little dots. All right, so why don't you start looking at number 1? It says write the answers. We have 3 dots. Now, you have to think about what it's asking you. How many groups of 4 do you see in this particular array? How many groups, here we go. How many groups of 4 do you see? How many dots do you see in this array, Jeremiah?
3.
So how many groups of 4 are there? Kind of a trick question. Mansheen? Yes, there are no groups of 4. They only have a group of 3. See that? So if we go to B, how many groups of 3 do you see? How many stars do you see, Grayson?
2.
Yeah, so how many groups of 3 are there?
0.
Yeah, very good. So it's kind of an exercise of visualizing. They're asking you a question. The question is, how many a group of this? And if there are only 2 and they're asking you for a group of 5, you can't do it, correct? So what about the next one? How many groups of 5? How many little squares do you see there? Grant.
4.
So how many groups of 5 are there?
0.
Yeah. All right, before we do some work on the board, go to 4. So mark the circle, a little bubble,
Yeah.
under the false statement. Ooh. Let's see if we know our measurements. Is this correct? 1 yard equals 36 feet. Is that correct or is that false?
No.
All right, so then we're going to what? Mark it, correct? 1 hour equals 60 minutes. True or false?
True.
True, so you're not going to mark it. We're only marking if they're false. C, 1 foot equals 12 inches.
Yes.
Correct, very good. Can't fool you all. 1 foot equals 12 inches. That is correct. 1 day equals 7 hours. How many hours are in a day?
24.
24. Very good. 1 yard equals 36 inches. True or false?
True.
Very good. It is true, friends. It is true. Now, looking here, write the times of this clock. 5A, what is the time of this clock? This one is tricky. Make sure you look at all the little ticks on the seconds, the minutes, not seconds, the minutes. Is it exactly on a particular number? Keep moving over because that is so bright. Who wants to take a guess, not a guess, but who wants to give me an answer for 5A? James.
11:59.
Well, you're right on the 59. Is it exactly on the, that's tricky. Remember when the hour hand moves, the big hand moves, the hour hand moves as well. So it's not exactly, it's moving towards, it's a minute away from 11 o'clock, but it's not quite 11 o'clock, is it? So what does it make it, Grayson?
10:59.
10:59, that's really, really tricky. So you really have to look. Is it exactly on the 11, and is it exactly on the 12? And it is not. It's a minute from both. All right, let's look at this one right here. Where is the 4 pointed? Where is, the small hand and the large hands, where are they pointed? Are they exactly on a number or not? Make sure you look at the minute hand very closely. I'm just going to give everybody time to work. Christian.
4:14.
Yes, very, very good. All right. So, write the numbers for the number words. So, I do believe it is time, I would like for you to write this on the board because that is the best way to do this. Blinded. So, get your markers at the ready to do some work on the whiteboard. Who would like to do, so do you all understand what they're asking us to do?
Yes.
Okay, they wrote out the number, now they want you to write the number. Just going to, who would like to do 84? Jonathan. And who, then I could have somebody doing 2002. Quinsheen. Do 84 here and 2002 on the other side. Very good. 2002. Beautiful. Good job. That is perfect. Who would like to do 11,501? Grant, 9,612. Emma. Your number is 11,501. Your number is 9,612. Good job, Grant. 9,612. Good job. Beautiful. All right. Now I'm going to turn back to page 107, just so you know where we are at. Where's my marker? Here it is. We do a little division. You can check underneath there. All right. Who would like to do 18 divided by 2? Christian, I'm going to start calling on people if I don't get volunteers. I'm going to get my little magical popsicle sticks out. What about 27 divided by 3? You get the same people over and over again. So here we go. Boy. Wait, does 2 go into 1? No, does 2, can you divide 2 into 1? So what would that make it?
0.
Yes, very good. Does 3 go into 2, boy? Can you divide 3 into 2? No. So what would that be? Instead of 1, it would be what? 0. All right, so 3 cannot be divided into 2, so that is a 0. Okay, so then you take down the what? Negative 0, 0. What is 0 minus 2 minus 0? Oh, thank you. Very good, brother. Yes, 2. So you take 2 down. And then you take down the 7. What is, how many times does 3 go into 27? How many times does 3 go into 27? This is why we have to be practicing our multiplication facts. Good job, buddy. Perfect. How many times does 3 or 20, yeah, what is, how many times is 3, what times 20, what times what equals 27? 3 times what is 27? Very good, my friend. Yes, very good.
8.
Very good. Did you say thank you? Very nice. And because they're brothers and twins, they can share items. So we have entered into a new realm of 0. See the zeros. You cannot divide 2 into 1, so that means 0. So then you take 0 minus 1 is actually what? Yes. I don't know how you got I was looking at this. And so, how many times, what times 2 is 18? How many times, what is that? 2 times what is 18? 9. There we go. So, how many times does 3 go into 2? 0. So then you take the 2 down and the 7 down. What times, 3 times what equals 27? 3 times what equals 27? Grant. 9 times 3. So we have 27 minus 0 is 27 minus 27 is 0. So there you go. Good job. So now we are entering into 0. So you have to remember what times what, or what times 0. What is that?
0.
Yeah. All right. Good job. Let's do so with division, like any math, you have to really watch each phase of the problem. Especially with division, because you have multiple phases to this problem. And if you get one wrong, the whole problem is wrong, which is such a bummer. All right. Jonathan and Helen. Good. Why is there, yes, that's correct, Jonathan. Why is there a 1 underneath the 3? What should that be? I'm confused as to why you have a 1. So 4 does not go into 3, right? So that is what, 3 minus 1? Or 3 minus, what do you have above the 3? Yes, so you take the 0 down. And that turns into what? There you go. So now you're going to take down the what? Yes. Very good. Could you finish the problem? There you go. So what are you going to, what sign are you going to use there? Very good. Thank you, Jonathan. Nice job. Nice job. So this was a little different. So let's quickly go over on page 108. I'm going to quickly go through the multiplication facts, and I want you all to quickly answer because this is all something that we should know, right? All right, 4 times 6.
24.
I want to hear a lot of voices. 3 times 7.
21.
13 plus 9.
21.
No.
22.
22. 9 times 3.
27.
12 times 4.
48.
6 times 6.
36.
17 minus 9.
8.
Good. 14 minus 7.
7.
12 minus 5.
7.
6 plus 8.
14.
8 times 5.
45. 40. 40.
Is it 40 or 45?
40.
Is it 40 or 45?
40.
I still hear 5. It's 40. 8 times 5 is 40. Okay? 3 times 4.
12.
Very good. Good job, friends. So here's a brain booster on page 54. Do you guys have the brain booster on page 54? Nope. Okay. So here's a story problem. Get out your little whiteboards. And you can write the answer on your whiteboard, please. You should have the whiteboard where it's very, very quick to get. Because I will ask you randomly to get it out. I need you to be able to get it out quickly, okay? Put it in your crate where you can easily find it. All right. Melody has 29 colored pencils, 28 crayons, and 12 markers in her art box. How many colored pencils, crayons, and markers does she have all together? Melody has 29 colored pencils, 23 crayons, and 12 markers in her art box. How many does she have all together? Sam, how can you do this if you're not writing down the answers on the whiteboard? Good. So there is a key to all of this. Somebody come up and do it on the whiteboard here. I have a lot of varying answers. Now, I had you do your whiteboard. I'm going to say something again. It says about. How many colored pencils does she, how many in all? About, meaning estimate. So I saw 64, I saw 69. If you were to estimate, when you're not rounding, estimating, how many would there be? Would you round it? If I were rounding it up and it was 64, what would that change? If it was 64 and we were rounding, what would that make the answer? Say it out loud.
60.
60. If it were 69, would that round up or would that stay 60? To what?
70.
Very good. All right. Nice job. This is what we're going to, yes. Huh? Yeah, I need you to have it. Do not have a marker. Friends, it is really crucial that you